I am now in the cloisters of Hampton Court Palace, where the opening scenes of Jack the Giant Slayer were filmed. I hope I don't get swept away by any 30-foot giants on my way to meet Nicholas Hoult and Eleanor Tomlinson, who played Jack and Princess Isabel in the film. I'm going to find out what attracted them to the roles. Nicholas, were you happy to take on a role that was so relatable? I mean, Jack isn't your average hero.
Yeah, it's nice to see the lead guy in a film who's very normal and doesn't have any superpowers or anything. He's just doing his best against the odds, and it doesn't always go his way, but eventually he manages to become a little bit of an unlikely hero.
My father used to read that to me. I like a good adventure.
I'm looking for an adventure of my own.
What?
He's afraid of heights as well.
Yeah, which is very inconvenient for this story when he has to climb a 5-mile high beanstalk and he's just terrified throughout. But realistic, I think, anyone climbing that high would be pretty scared.
Eleanor, were you excited to be cast in a movie on such a big scale?
Of course, gosh, I fell on the floor and screamed when I got the part. It was, it's amazing. It's been a roller coaster from the beginning. I've loved every second of it.
So was it really fun filming it, and was there any memorable moments on set that stick out?
There was a good day when we dressed one of the props guys met up in a suit of armour, but didn't tell Ellen that we'd done it, and then we were pretending to shoot a scene which didn't really exist in the story. And we all knew it was going to happen, so as she ran into shot and turned around, suddenly this suit of armour pounced on her and you jumped out of your skin. You were really absolutely terrified, and we all laughed so hard at you. You looked ridiculous.
Oh, thanks, love. And not only that, he then showed it to everyone who came within 5 meters of him. So.
Yeah.
Run! Tomorrow you shall return below with me as your new king.
Are you mad?
I'm talking to giants at the moment.
Eleanor, Princess Isabel isn't your average princess as well. She's pretty headstrong and feisty. Were you happy you weren't playing the damsel in distress?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what drew me to Isabel's character, is that she's different. We've seen time and time again this princess locked in a tower waiting for her long-lost love to come and rescue her. And I just liked that Isabel wasn't about that. She wants to be a people's princess, and if she's going to be queen, she wants to go out there and have her own adventures and explore her kingdom before taking on such a ridiculously huge responsibility.
There's so many special effects in this movie. The giants look absolutely amazing. Was it hard to visualise how it was going to turn out when you were filming?
Yeah, we saw images and rough ideas of what the giants might look like, but nothing could prepare me for seeing the film. And how stunning and realistic and how much they've managed to capture the performances of the actors that played them. It's really intimidating, and it makes the giants brilliant characters to watch.
Do you think that these parts were kind of more physical than roles you're used to that you've played in the past?
You quite often play strange physical roles, like bouncing around rooms or dragging your feet. But for me, I've never come across anything like this before, so it's great to kind of get stuck in.
He was great to work with as a director. I mean, he understands the story so well and how to construct it and piece it together, and everything he needed from us and the relationship between our characters, but also was so technically gifted on being able to imagine how the visual effects are going to come together with what we are actually seeing.
He knew you from X-Men, and you're filming the next X-Men movie with him. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really looking forward to working with him again.
And Eleanor, what have you got lined up next?
I've got a movie called Siberian Education that's coming out in March. It's an Italian movie with John Malkovich, and that's very exciting because the role's very, very different. So that was a big challenge. And then also a TV series later on in the year called The White Queen. It's about the War of the Roses. So to be honest, I'm excited to see where Jack takes me.
Who are you? It's Jack! No!
That worked out better than I expected.